Booyah.
We are back with the BradyBagz show. We are not bagging it with Joey today. It's fight week for Joey, weekend. So Dev is sitting in. Kurt looks like he has a fight coming up.
It might be with Dev after last week.
Hold on, whoa.
Let's jump right into it.
You might be needing to fight because this is real authentic. We haven't talked about it since. I listened to your voice message. I didn't respond. I know you were sad.
I know you were sad. Right, topic of discussion is
we had a great pod last week.
We had two great pods.
Great pods.
Great. I'm talking about they were really, really good.
Special guest.
Yes. John Gooden was here from
three special guests.
When you emphasis
three fucking bitch.
John Gooden was here from the UK. We had it all set up. The stars aligned. We've been trying to do that second episode for a long time. Everything aligned, and that's what made it so sad. As you guys saw, we posted that post about the SD card break-in. We were shooting at what we call the OG location where we originally set up. It's not as fancy as here. Like we don't. Dev is super high tech over here. Like I needed an SD card. And had to he got everything kind of set up over here a little differently. But here's my argument. If this is court, this is just what I want to say. Everything went well. The episodes was great. We had a Steady Picks episode, and then we did another evergreen bonus type episode with Paul Felder and Jonathan Webb, and it just was so authentic and like I just really. Dev said it's not usable, right?
Yeah, it's bad.
All right, it's not usable. But I just want to say when everything was over and the smoke cleared, I said to Dev, and I said, take this SD card. Dev always gonna say, nah, dog, like because they're very small, they're easy to lose. I didn't have a case for it, and his thing is like, I already got 5-6 cameras over here. I need to get my shit back over to Jersey without losing anything myself. We already lost a cord right in front of our face, right? But this is all I want to say on some interstellar shit, on some. Don't let me go, Merv. Don't let me go, Merv. Right? When I look back. I even said something that I never said before. Yep. I said, Dev, you can have it. I said, you can take it with you. You can have it.
Bad mojo on that card. Let me tell you something. Number one, let me tell y'all this. It wouldn't even have been no sound on the card because Kurt forgot to press record in the beginning. I had to remind him, like, Kurt, you press record. He said, oh, thanks. Press record. Number one, it's not my equipment, right? So
we're at the gym. Side note, we're at the gym the other week. We did a little commercial for Merrick. He forgot his little things there. The little speaker microphones. Left them there. I came back for the night practice.
I didn't know you were going to get involved in this and turn into a shit on Kurt party.
This bull just left these joints.
I have a wife.
I have a wife.
Okay, and my wife remembers everything from me.
I remember. You wouldn't have no motherfucking microphones. Anyway, proceed.
So then he tells me to take this card. Number one, I don't even know if there's actual information on this card. If I take this card home and I go plug it in and it don't work, it's going to look like I lost it.
Yeah.
Nah, fella. You take that card home and send me. And look,
he said, nah, fella.
Send me the info and it's proof inside of a email.
That's how you know Dev's 50 years old. He said, nah, fella.
Exactly, yo.
Nah, you ain't not me, man, but Jim.
So how did the card break?
I was on my glide, right? I say glide. It sounds cooler, right?
Yeah.
Sound cooler?
Yeah.
All right.
Motorcycle's still cool, though.
I think some dudes say ST.
ST?
I'm still new to this. Like, I'm a sports bike guy, but I'm new to this group.
I don't like the ST.
Say glide? I'm on my glide. No, you know what? Dude, Gene at Holtz asked me. He was like, that's your glide outside? So
nice.
I'm going to say glide, right? How cool you felt when you were doing, what did I ask you? You did something. I said, how cool do you feel? You said, if I was 100, it's 150. I feel that cool.
I was reposting the shit in my truck, getting done. Yeah, that's a bad bitch. Yeah. We did just get pulled over on the way here, though.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, I was on my glide, so obviously I got saddlebags. I'm not transporting it in a professional manner. Like I got my iPad in there, I stuff a hoodie in there for some cushion, but good to know how serious you take this podcast. I transported it here. It was completely fine. I threw it back into the converter thing. I literally get home. I pull it out of the saddlebag. I don't notice it at the moment. I'm literally in front of my family because it was Memorial's Day.
It wasn't. But go ahead.
They won't even get it because they won't even know what we're talking about. So fuck it. It's Memorial's Day.
Memorial's Day. Okay. Right? So I'm looking at the drum. My family right here, my heart actually does drop. Like, I'm like, the fucking car is broken. But I'm trying not to panic because it's half. I always thought that little gold piece was
the spot.
No, bro. It's like encrypted into the
yeah.
Yep, bro. So I called Dev. And I'm calling Dev in the moment. I'm like, bro. He heard it in my tone when I said it.
But I thought he was pranking me.
Yeah, he did. He did not want to. He's like, bro. He said, nah, bro. He said, I'm like, bro.
You're fucking with me.
It's bro. I said, what'd I say? I said, it's done, bro. It's done. He's like, bro, you joking. I'm sad, bro. I'm in the crib like Annie. Like I'm in
you
the.
You locked yourself in the bedroom.
Yeah, he was on suicide watch. If he didn't have kids.
Nah, bro. Sad, bro.
Yeah.
That voice message I sent you in that video I posted, that was the actual message I sent to you.
It was sad.
I was like, bro, it's done. I was like, we can't get it back. And that's the hardest part. It was a great episode, but as we were talking before we hit record, it's just very hard to recreate something that you did the first time.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the Steady Picks episode. We apologize about that because our main thing here is consistency.
Yeah.
Right. But the other thing is quality. We could have put it was definitely listenable. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we've already upgraded to a certain quality where it's like I can't go back.
And there was a lot of work done trying to salvage it. It wasn't going to work.
Yeah. So
apologies
was
for that, man.
Yeah.
But Kurt's human. We're all human. Next time you need know how they transport like hearts and livers, like for like a heart transplant. You need to have that shit. Put that shit in a cooler in a case.
Yo, some of these music producers handcuff their shit to their wrist. Like a laptop with all the, because remember Ryan Leslie lost his laptop back in the day?
Comic book artists used to do that with the sheets,
Or if they don't want their album to get leaked now, like they keep it literally handcuffed to their shit. Until somebody come with a machete and just get that fucking album.
But that card, there wasn't much. That shit fell apart.
Oh my god.
We'll talk about it real quick, but that shit was ass, bro.
I missed a lot. I was dead.
I didn't watch a single fight.
Nothing.
Didn't watch nothing. Bro.
You know it was ass.
Because I see the internet and I know the card was ass.
You can look at the main event situation and be like, yo, when you think something can't get any worse, it got worse.
Every morning I wake up and I do like a recap. Like I listen to podcasts. People talk about like we were listening to the people on the way here, and it just was bad.
I love how you said the people. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
the people. I listen to the people. Yeah, bro.
My bad.
Dustin Jacoby looked really good.
Oh, he did get a knockout. My bad. I don't even got it pulled up. Dev, you can go if you see anything.
No, huh?
I know if you had something in front of you.
No, I just got a little shit from that.
I forgot.
Like Dustin Jacoby looked good. Jordan Levitt pulled it off, twerked on the bull.
Yeah, I don't even know if he twerked. He said he had a kid, so he done with that.
I think he's got a new dance.
That's crazy coming out. I'm about to twerk on this bull.
Zachary Reese won.
That was a decision, I believe.
Caitlin Vieira decision.
She wrestle fucked Chiaze, her name was.
Yeah. Ramiz Brahimaj won by guillotine, and then Gamrot. We said Gamrot was going to wrestle fuck Ludovic Declan.
Weird question. Not weird, but nobody really cares. I'm just curious though. Like when I was watching the Chiaze fight, it was like her corner was like screaming some shit like that she should like. They kept saying like get your feet on the hips and did it. Like is it as easy as it sounds? Like it's not in her body size. Like she's super long, the girl is
was she in the guard? Okay,
yeah. So the girl's in the guard, but every time her forward pressure is so forward and she's long, so her feet are all the way to fuck back here, trying to get them there.
When your corner's yelling at you to do something. The other motherfucker hears it too, so they know. That's why people have came up like Mark Henry was notorious for the code words and shit like
Tim
that.
Tim Welch with that shit where it was the opposite of what you got to go now, Aljo, or something like that, which became a big thing in the Merab 2 fight.
Then the biggest note of that card was Macy Barber, Mrs. Waite, was talking all this shit about Erin Blanchfield. Saying she's not going to show up to the fight moments before they walk out, it gets canceled.
Never saw nothing like that in my life.
Only one time I seen a guy he was getting ready to walk out and he started having back spasms and he couldn't walk out. Yeah, but this is like
they're literally playing the preview right before the walks go, and they just cut the previews off, and they all look so sad, like. They look distraught.
I wasn't watching it. My group text started going off. They was like, yo, what? It was Alan and Simon. They like, yo, what the fuck is the shit? I'm like, what's going on? Then they was like, yo, she's not walking out. I was like, what do you mean she's not walking out?
She said, I'm not coming.
That's it. Hey, yo, Doe, let me out.
Let me out, though.
But yo, it's
Why you sucking teeth? He was like,
there's no other sport would something like that happen. Like MMA is so unpredictable. It's still wild.
Yeah.
Like because you think about like a whole team's not going to get sick.
Right.
If one guy gets sick, the Chiefs are still playing the Eagles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like if one half of that main event gets fucked up,
Yeah.
that shit is
I think it's just the
over.
timing of it. Like normally Dana comes in and tries to mind fuck everybody, just like the new main fight of the night. The main event is this.
Yeah.
Is like, dog, that's just that was the runner up.
Ludwig
there's a
Klein was
lot.
the main event.
And there's just like MMA. I don't think MMA's in a good place, but like we haven't had the best year of fights so far. So like it just kind of feels like it's just like fuck, man. Like what
They tried to tell Laura Cinco jump in there.
I know. That's all. So she must be cool with Barbara because you could tell she didn't really want to speak on it. Like she and
should've- they should've had
one.
Danny
They said
Ige.
she was having a seizure, so
It's
it's
fucked
definitely
up.
not funny.
That's
right.
another
So
story.
it's definitely serious, but it's just something we never all
Yeah.
seen before. I thought Aaron Blanchard because she kind of said it was unprofessional. I was like, well, if the girl's having a seizure,
But maybe I think Aaron's probably looking at it as the window
do?
of no, like you're having a seizure because of like your lead up to the fight, the way you train, then you're trying to cut all this weight, and then that's a cause of you being an unprofessional fighter, and that's where she's coming from.
She's correct.
and she's fucking pissed, bro.
Yeah.
Like of course, like I'm sure she doesn't wish ill on Macy Barber, but it's like, yo, you fucking missed weight because you were unprofessional, and now our fight's off because of it.
Yeah, she didn't just fall ill out of nowhere. This was a thing that was steamrolling the whole time. Like no way.
It was it was stacking up.
Yeah.
as we are all faithful men, I would never ask this question to any type of weird, creepy.
He is about to.
Bro, already checked out.
What are you, Haskell today?
No, I was about to just say, do you think the misweight theory of the boob job is legit?
It adds weight. Adds weight, brother.
That's it. I guess they don't drain. I guess
They don't. Them bitches don't train. They weigh. They got they got some weight to them.
Yeah, I was about to say it could have definitely not been accounted for. Like not thinking everything would go
Yeah.
normal and not accounting for.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what everybody was saying.
Who-
I wasn't looking at her boobs.
No.
I
I hope you weren't.
Yeah, I got eyes for my
You
wife.
only got eyes for your wife.
That's it, bro.
Did you have any other notes on that card, Dev? Or no?
No, I mean it wasn't nothing major, man. We can skip past that
Mo,
bullshit.
wait. I'm sorry. Ramiz Brahimaj. Did you watch his finish?
The guillotine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just his post. Did you watch his post?
No.
Super, super grateful. Like you can just tell this sport can take you through the ringer, bro. Like it could
100%.
just like so sometimes like just to get that win where you break
Yeah.
through, it's just like him just being grateful to DC, really expressing it. And really
Oh yeah, that was dope.
going back to the guy that came to visit our gym not too long ago, really taking advantage of that segment,
Microphone
that
time.
microphone time that he got. Like
Hold on. Why did they tell him? I think it might have been DC told him like, "Yo, don't jump off the fence. Don't get fined." I never knew about
Fine,
that.
dude. You can't jump on that. You're not supposed to jump
How much
on
is
that
it?
shit. 25 to 50 grand somewhere in
You ever
there.
thought about it?
No, brother. I'm like, I'm fucking. Give me my money. I need.
So
that.
it's when you jump like out or like when Justin
You're not
Gaethje
supposed-
flips.
different states have different rules, but you're not supposed to jump on top of that cage. Like as soon as I think if you get on there, you're in trouble.
I was wondering why the guys always like grab him
yeah,
like
no,
you're trying to.
I think because I think you're in trouble immediately. when you
Imagine
get
being
on
a
there.
younger guy to do it. You get your check and you owe
Imagine
them.
getting 10. Imagine getting 10 and 10. And
Yo,
then
you're
you
in
owe
debt.
50.
Yo, that's crazy. No,
You
would they,
owe
hold
50?
on, would they do something like that?
It's not the UFC. It's the state.
You owe
Oh
50.
It's
my
it's
God.
not. That's what people don't understand. It's not the state. I mean, it's not the UFC.
I'ma
It's the
cry
state.
in the car, I'll tell
It's
you
a
that.
Nevada State Athletic Commission, and they're tough, bro. They make people go to do community service.
No
and
way.
Yeah. Like I think Armin had to do like 100 hours of like some community service because like when he punched that dude when he walked out, when the dude grabbed him and shit. So yeah, they don't fuck
Yeah.
around. Big cards come once a month, but you know what comes every day? Fan cash.
Fan cash with Fanatics Sportsbook.
When you bet with Fanatics Sportsbook, you get fan cash back, win or lose,
You can spend your fan cash on bonus bets.
or new merch from Fanatics.com.
And from UFCstore.com.
So flip that fan cash into UFC shirts, collectibles, and more.
Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in no sweat bets.
Across the first 10 days when they sign up.
Use code BradyBagz to let them know we sent you.
Download Fanatics Sportsbook and start earning fan cash today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As always, make sure you bet responsibly.
We are approaching
Joe
UFC,
Pyfer Fight Week.
We are approaching UFC 316. I'll be a guest fighter there, man.
Yeah.
Nice and close to home. I'll be hanging out. I don't have a fight yet, so the UFC's keeping me busy hanging out with.
You ever been to the great state of Newark or the great city of Newark?
Don't
The great state of Newark.
Don't care for it too much. Don't care for it.
Hey, man.
There ain't much.
I'm telling you right now, man. I make a delivery right there on Broad Street where the Prudential Center at, just around the corner. And lock your cars, bring your clubs.
Can't carry either there,
Yeah.
coming from PA.
Crackheads, crack dealers, and crack. that's where you
Don't leave out the crib.
It's a very
worse.
Shiesty
worse.
area where the Prudential Center at.
Could be heroin. Could be trank.
This is true.
Could be worse.
This is true.
Oh shit. Where
Let me click on this.
y'all
real
want to
quick.
start, man? I mean, I guess we can start right at the bottom.
What do you think about the card?
It's
To the surface, does it look?
It's not a great card. It's a good card compared to what we've had lately. It is a good card. But there's some interesting fights on here. Obviously,
I got a couple at the bottom. I just want to point out.
all right, I do too.
okay.
Let me start here. Chaos Williams versus this dude Andres Gustafsson,
Mhm.
whatever his name is. He was supposed to fight Jeremiah. Jeremiah got hurt. And then he was supposed to fight last night. Trevin Giles falls, cutting weight, hits his head. Now he's stepping in to fight Chaos Williams. So it just goes to show how crazy the fucking sport is.
Did you get to check him out?
Not really.
He's like I think the term would be a grunt.
yeah.
Like a short, just
Yeah.
tank ass, like
Yeah.
motherfucker that like just like literally just in your face. He reminded you kind of like a younger Andre Barrio, I guess. It's like how he just on you and
Yeah.
and he doesn't. But when I'm watching him, like he didn't look like. It just looked like he's doing a lot of freakishly strong shit, but nothing really technical.
Can I mess something up real quick?
Go ahead.
Real quick. When we did do the interview that people didn't get to see, you just asked about a fighter and asked, did Sean check him out? No. You asked an important question to John Gooden,
I did.
right? And you said, how much research do you put in
Did you hear his
in
answer?
order to call a fight? And what was the answer that he gave?
An insane amount.
That man said up to 10 days.
He said it used to be 3 weeks.
And the
and he
UFC
cut
asked
it
him to
down.
dumb it down. They were like, it's just too much. But he was like, I needed, like he said, at least 10 days to really like get to know. And granted, like even I thought when we brought him on the show, I thought he would be like, this guy, that guy, same shit. He like,
Bro, it's a lot.
So understand, dog, a lot of these guys
We're
aren't going to
not
know.
professional. We all have other things that we do outside of here. We all have families. Like, you can't research every single one of these guys. I mean, you can, but
I'm on 4 hours of sleep right now.
yeah,
man.
bro. My daughter was up like 14 times last night. I said last time. I got pulled over on the way here.
I was talking about it after this.
Fuck.
yeah. But yeah, he said it takes a lot of homework
yeah.
to get to know these guys and see them. And I think sometimes you just got to sit back, watch the card, and just enjoy them as you get to. We don't know Brian Ortega and Dustin Poirier, and you know them from
Yes.
watching
It's
them.
stacked
Just
up.
because you don't know who they
Are
are
now.
doesn't mean that it's not going to be good fights. I could watch two motherfuckers fight on the street and it could be a good ass fight. I don't know who the fuck they
I
are.
still be watching bum fights
So,
sometimes, and they do
bro.
some Kensington.
You know
shit
what,
that-
man? That's fucked up. That's fucked. That was exploitation, but he's.
No, it's like a new version. They take
I know that's worse, bro.
They take what?
They heroin addicts, bro, and make them fight.
when I'm
What do they do?
I
Just
can't
hand them
say
a
that
bag of
either.
heroin afterwards if they win?
no, they grab like 2 bulls out of Kensington. Look, it's like
No, where's this at?
online.
On
Say
the
the
internet.
link. It is messed up, but
It's terrible.
They get boxing gloves, they let them scrap, but it be the knockout. Sometimes they be hitting the head, and I'm sure they probably just leave them there.
Oh,
whole
yeah.
event probably
Yeah.
just go. You know what
That's
I mean?
fucked up.
So
all right,
crazy.
but back to
this fight.
yeah.
If I'm honestly making a pick after watching like two of this, I watched the Contender Series fight that he had, and we all know Chaos, and we kind of know his style. But Chaos is an athlete. I don't know if this dude is going to just be able to use
athlete.
Yeah, he's
him.
an athlete. He can punch and he can knock people. He just knocked out who's last? Was it Carlson Harrison or I think it was Carlson.
It was. He lost to Gabriel Bonfim.
Okay, was it?
But before that, he knocked out.
yeah, it was like a short joint in
Yep.
the middle exchanging, and that's kind of what it is. I think on the breaks or something like that, I think Chaos may be able to just get one in there, kind of like the same way. But the dude is more than likely going to come in, try and pressure and everything like that. But the thing about Chaos is Chaos don't really give up much real estate either. He tries to come in the middle and start imposing his jab and get on
someone's
the
getting
chin.
fucked up.
It is what it is.
All right, let's not spend too much time on fights we don't really know too much about. Where do you want to go next?
I would go just to breeze through it. Markel, you guys will probably like him. He's a very, I don't know how to say it, like a nice style, like cool looking style, the way he fight, a lot of switches, everything like that. He's fighting a grappler. I would say choose
Wasn't
like
this guy just at our gym? You know,
Azamat Mirzakhanov. He is at the, I don't know how he got here.
he was at our gym, right?
He's at our gym right now.
And so is this dude.
Who?
So was the dude. This dude was with him. Yeah. Now,
He fought the night you fought.
yeah. Now he was at the gym the other day with the bigger dude, with the heavyweight dude. They're all from K Dojo.
I never seen this dude.
He was at the gym. Yeah.
Just to be certain, Azamat. I'm sorry, I'm saying it again for editing purposes. Azamat Mirzakhanov.
Yes.
Mirzakhanov.
Yeah.
Versus Brinson Roberio. Obviously, we know wild ass swinging.
Who you picking in this?
Yo, I watched this dude. He is very light heavyweight. He moves very swiftly. He was going with Ken. Now, Ken's my guy. He's from the gym, but I ain't gonna lie. Ken like to bang. Ken is like a tough kid.
Yeah.
But he's an amateur. He never really fought. He's going with a UFC guy, and they're like over there sparring. Ken got a granite chin. Like he could just take punches. So Ken get the jabbing and like, come on. Then one just came in and I ain't gonna lie. Ken was like, I was like, in my mind, I had my pistol on me. I was like, if Ken dropped in this gym, if you knock Ken out, I was like, yeah, I was gonna be upset, bro. I wasn't at that.
So you picking him?
I am.
All right.
He's undefeated, 14-0 for a reason.
Is he underdog?
I will check right now. June 1st, June 7th. He is a minus 520.
Minus 520?
Yeah.
Furthest thing away from a
Brinson Roberio. I'm saying. Oh yeah, I thought I agreed with you. Yeah, he's a minus 520 favorite. Yeah, minus 520 versus Brinson Roberio. Brinson Roberio, he does crack. He can knock people out as well, but I just think he's kind of wild.
All right,
kind of wild. Long his arms, everything like that. I'm sorry.
I'm at. There's one more fight. And then I'm at Sergey Spivak and Waldo Cortez Acosta. Like, who are you picking in that?
Sergey gets it done one way.
Takes him down. Takes him down.
Take you down, let you up. Take you down, let you. It doesn't change. That's the way he beats people. If you cannot stop that,
do you think he's going to be able to do that to Acosta?
Any reason why you don't think he could?
No. I'm just.
Was that the Dominican bull?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I think he's more like a counterpuncher type heavyweight dude.
Yeah.
Sit back on a whatever.
I think the polar bear would get it done. Take him down.
I think so.
Maul him on the ground.
And I've seen him in person. He's very like
who?
Sergey. He's like tall. He's not fat. He's like leanish.
He's big.
More of like a leanish heavyweight. But yeah, he wrestles. That's what he does. He fucks people over.
Yeah.
This I would honestly stay away from.
Yeah.
What's the name? Ariana Lipsky.
Yeah, she's like, man, she's hard to bet on because like sometimes she comes down and she'll be fucking people up.
But you got Kong Wang on the other side, where it's just like you got to ask yourself, are you what? She lost, she wins.
She's on a 2-fight losing streak too, Ariana.
Yeah, are you on the Joker train though again? You get what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah, she came back after the L, she wins. But it's like, are you sold that like this is MMA?
But she lost to Bruna Brazil, and like Bruna's good, you know. So,
what I'm saying is, you're coming from kickboxing. Yeah. Sometimes they really do hype people up in a sense of like because of what they were in another platform, not platform.
And
but
we've seen that there was a guy, Gokhan Saki, came in. He was supposed to be like one of the best kickboxers. Came in and he got fucked up. He won like one fight, and then he got knocked out by Cleo Roundtree, and then he got knocked out like 3 times after that. I would pick Ariana Lipsky just because it seems like this isn't kickboxing, it's MMA. Maybe she'll be more willing to mix it up and shoot those takedowns and win the fight. And she's nasty too. She's got good submissions. Joshua Van, Bruno Silva. I mean, what the fuck am I? Yeah,
you right.
Joshua Van, Bruno Silva. Joshua Van, man, I like Joshua Van. He made a mistake against Charles Johnson. They were scrapping, but that's the way he fights. But he has really good takedown defense, and he's got really good boxing. He beat the shit out of what's his name? Who was it? Cody Durden, the last fight. Yeah.
Now Bruno Silva, he lost to Manel Kopp, but Manel Kopp is very, very fucking good. But he took him to a decision, correct? Oh no, strikes. He did.
Yeah, strikes.
I actually stopped watching in the third.
But then if you go look at him, he beat Cody Durden too. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good fight. Besides that, he's only lost to Tagir and then some other dude in the UFC. But I like Joshua Van. He's got fucking heavy hands for a 25-pounder. He reminds me of like a Ben, you know. our boy Ben.
Oh God, we didn't get
Takedown. His takedown defense is on point.
Ben Coyle, just so you know. Damn, I'm sorry. I
Ben Coyle.
Something wrong with your throat.
125 from our gym. We talked about him last week. That episode's dead, unfortunately. But Ben is on a 6-fight finish streak at 125. There's no one doing that. He deserves to be.
He's exciting.
At least he is exciting.
You say you think he's like the hardest puncher you saw at that weight class?
At that weight class, yeah, he has to be because he is starching people with flying knees, overhands. Like he puts people to sleep at 125, which you don't see many guys doing that.
And like I said,
So
if you watch
note,
his
I
style,
would just
you
like to see it. You would like to watch him fight. He's exciting.
Yep.
I'd like to see him on a contender or something like that, or maybe get a short notice fight. But I am picking Joshua Van.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
I'm going Joshua Van. I like Joshua Van.
How about you? You going
Yes,
Van?
man.
All right. I'm excited about this. Mario Batista versus Patchy Mix. Mario was supposed to be fighting Cheeto. Cheeto gets hurt. And we've been hearing these rumblings about Patchy Mix coming to the UFC. And it seems like timing-wise, it just worked out perfectly that Cheeto got hurt. They signed Patchy, and now Patchy's a UFC fighter, and he's fighting Mario Batista. This is not an easy fight for him, but it is a favorable matchup for Patchy Mix. If you don't know who Patchy Mix is, Patchy's beat Sergio Pettis, Rafael Stout, Hiraguchi. He's beat James Gallagher. If you don't know who these guys are all very, very good fighters from other organizations. If you only follow the UFC, shame on you.
Yeah.
There's other great fighters out there, and Patchy Mix is one of them. He was Bellator champion, then turned PFL, and then they weren't giving him fights. So my man was like, get me the fuck up out of here. And yeah, he's 20-1.
His only loss was to
20-1. His only loss is to Juan Archuleta, and Juan Archuleta is a very good fighter.
He got something to prove, so I think he's going to come out the way Michael Chandler did the first time that you saw Michael Chandler over here at this organization. I think it's going to be worse than what people think.
Yeah, I think Patchy Mix is a contender for 135 for sure, and it just makes 135 that much more exciting that they just signed him.
Yeah. I was able to catch 2 of his fights and watching them.
What ones did you watch?
Against Magomedov, which was very, very close. Some people say Magomed.
Yes.
I think it was Magomedov could have actually won that fight.
They fought twice.
Okay, so I don't know which one I was watching.
He subbed him the first time.
So I had to be watching the second one.
Second one was a
very close
split. Yep.
The second one I watched was Sergio Pettis, and I get it. Even got a nickname called the Human Backpack, and I'm assuming that's like his game. Better against the cage, the wall. Like his thing is like come in, use his striking, get you to the cage, take that pit stop, get you down.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of people don't have he is very, very technical. And I'm watching like all the things he's doing, like just the stuff he's doing with his legs, his feet, everything you do, he is countering through great, like kind of like technique.
Yeah.
So even the way he got Sergio, like I said, wrapped up the arm. It's all beautiful jiu-jitsu, obviously.
Trains at a good camp. He's at Extreme Couture. I know he does a lot of work with Jake Shields.
Okay.
So yeah, bro, I'm excited about Patchy. I really am.
I think he's of UFC caliber for
100%.
sure. He's not a
The
Bellator
dudes
guy
that he
that came
beat
over through.
or most of the guys he beat were all UFC caliber. Sergio Pettis was in the UFC.
Yeah,
but Hiraguchi's in the UFC.
Mhm.
So
Mario Batista is a motherfucker though. Like he not like tough. He's just a tough guy. Like which fight was I watching with him? I think we watched him Cheeto. I think we watched that did he fight Cheeto?
His last fight was the Jose Aldo fight, where people were very upset about.
He kind of grinding him out, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Ricky
Like just
Simone,
I'm saying Cheeto.
Before that, Damon
Aldo.
Blackshear, like he's on a fucking.
Oh, and I watched the Damon Blackshear.
He's on a 7-fight
as
streak.
well. Yeah, he is solid, bro. Like he doesn't quit on himself. He's going to be there for sure. And one thing that I was watching, I think it was the Damon Blackshear fight, which Damon has good wrestling and good grappling. He does have takedown defense.
Yeah.
And from what I saw from Patchy Mix isn't like a wrestler. He doesn't shoot. When he tried to get Magomed down, he jumped the Gilly. When he got Sergio Pettis down, it was always against the wall.
He's not a wrestler, he's a grappler.
He's a grappler,
and
right.
he'll find a way to get you to the ground, whether it's from the front headlock or against the cage. He'll find a way to get you down. It doesn't have to be strict wrestling, a strict double, or strict single, anything like that. I am, obviously, the way I'm talking about this man, I'm picking Patchy Mix.
Yeah.
Next one, Joe Pyfer, Kelvin Gastelum.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Did we skip one? Or is it different
shit.
order?
No, my bad. Next one, Vicente Luque, Kevin Holland.
And save Joey for last. Let's just do Joey
Okay.
last. Joey is our main event.
Vicente Luque, Kevin Holland. Yeah, Vicente is when he is on point, he is one of the best fighters in the world. I think people forgot how good he was because he got knocked out by Jeff Neal. Then his fight against Buckley looked really weird, but then he comes back and he looks great in his last fight. Locks up a quick submission against what's his name? The guy that The Rock gave the house to.
Thermo.
That was sad, man. No, that's...
If you look at Vicente's record, bro, like he lost to Bilal, he lost to Jeff Neal, beats RDA, loses to Buckley.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, subs Chiesa, subs Tyron Woodley, knocks out Randy Brown, knocks out Nico Price. Before that, decision loss to a Prime Wonder Boy. So Vicente is very fucking good. I think he's going to be on in this one. I think he has more ways to get it done. Not more weight, because Kevin can knock you out or submit you. I just think on the ground, Vicente is going to be a lot more polished than Kevin. But saying that, Kevin's a fucking hard puzzle to figure out for some guys. Like, he looked really good against Gunnar. He made things he makes things just chaotic in there, like we were talking about earlier. So it's going to be interesting. But Vicente, he's a dog too, so he'll fucking scrap it out on the feet. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, but I am picking Vicente.
And I think when you look at the two losses that Kevin did take, which one is Roman Dolce, I can't remember that was the rib injury. I do remember that fight. And then the RDR fight, it's kind of like, I think he just got in there. RDR, again, now we all know,
RDR
is surprisingly very big.
I seen him next to the kid Aaron Jeffrey I fought, and Aaron's up at 185 now, and he's huge.
Right. And
he made Aaron look like a little bit small. I'm like, damn, this dude's got to be big.
Kevin Holland kind of fought that fight like, I really don't know what the fuck to do.
Yep.
Like, this dude is big.
Yep.
Because grappling with him wasn't the smartest, approach. But I just feel like you can kind of let that loss go. You don't have to think about that too much and just either look at whatever he did against Gunnar Nelson and just think of a classic Kevin Holland. And you said you're taking Vicente?
Yeah, I am.
I am actually going with Kevin Holland.
So, yeah.
100?
Yeah, yo.
Look, you saw my hands? Look, my hands said
100 push-ups? 25.
I got that pinched nerve.
You be bitching. You still got that nut ass bitch?
I need the peptides. I sound like a bitch. I need the peptides.
Merrick Health. Go talk to Merrick. Get your shit figured out.
I'm trying to tell you, it feel like a strain. It feel like it don't even feel like a nerve anymore. It feels like a strange that's shooting from.
Keep it a buck, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. I be fucking waking up. I can barely get out of bed some days. I don't give a fuck about your pinched nerve.
Listen. When Gunnar Nelson fought, he was like, he didn't fight for a long time, right?
Minute.
It was a long time.
He did.
Now, I will say, when we saw Kevin training, because y'all shared a room, he did look.
We was in different rooms. We was sharing the sauna, right? Well, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Bro, Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
Jesus. He tried to make something, but he looked good, pause. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to say pause on everything. No, that's what I'm saying. He looked really good and stuff like that, but it's hard to gauge based off of that fight. But I just wouldn't go against Kevin because I think he got a lot of potential. I think he might be kind of like lazy or uninterested.
I think he has all the potential. Yeah, bro. He has all the
cool
potential.
As you too, man.
Hey,
I
cool.
fuck with his energy.
Cool shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
He cool as shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That.
He might be too cool.
We flipped him. We flipped him.
I'm taking Devin Howler.
Listen, man. Black History Month continues.
Let's go.
I'm picking Kevin. Let's go, Kev.
Yeah, Kev can get this done. I think it's definitely possible.
He was cool as shit in this. I like Kev.
The fucking text we gonna get if he don't win though, you fucking motherfuckers.
Juliana Pena.
They're trying to hype this up, man.
What do you guys think about this?
Well, we know that Kurt wants to step in for.
I want Juliana to win.
I do too. I do.
Why?
I like the villain, asshole, cringy personality.
You think she won her last fight?
Who?
Juliana?
Oh, that was a questionable joint.
It was against Raquel Pennington.
That
was a questionable joint.
A lot of people thought Raquel won.
I said I want her to win. I'm joking. I've been watching their back and forths and this and that. Kate, here's the reality.
Who do you think is going to win? That's what the fuck I want to know.
Kayla Harris.
Kayla Harris going to win.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me how, like, you can't out wrestle her. You can't out judo her.
How is she going to knock her out? Is Juliana going to piece her up on the feet? That's the
No,
only,
because she's not going to keep it on the.
She got to throw
but that's what
4
I'm saying.
joints in a row
That's
and catch her with
only
something.
path to victory. She's not going to out grapple Kayla. She's not going to. She'd have to outstrike her.
Basically,
but that is a path to victory, though, because we've seen Kayla get tired in previous fights with the fight that she's lost. But I am picking Kayla Harrison. I think she's coming in primed and ready for this opportunity. It's the biggest opportunity of her life besides the other things that she's accomplished. I think she comes from a good camp. She's going to do her research. She's going to get Kayla. I mean, she's going to get Juliana down, and I think she's going to maul her.
Yeah, I mean, I still want Juliana Pena to win. I like when I watch MMA. I love to see the shocking things happen. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not one of my favorite fighters.
It's shocking if
Juliana wins.
Yeah.
Yes.
They everybody count her out. You don't think?
Yes.
How much of a favorite is she?
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know when with certain people, with certain women with a certain stature, they have the body of you know, a lot of men would desire to have. You know what I'm saying? They're almost it's almost impossible to compete.
I know what you're saying.
You know.
I don't get. Look, the names aren't even on here.
It's all right. Maybe that shit got canceled.
No fucking way.
I'm kidding.
No, the names aren't even on here. Nothing on Best Fight Odds, whatever. But yeah. Why are we talking? Why are we on the subject? Screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and restart it. I'm not. All right, we're over the fact of like, can I beat her or not?
You can't beat her.
All right, granted.
Anyway,
right?
Keep it pushing.
Workout wise, right?
Yeah.
Shoulder press.
What? You think you can beat her in shoulder press?
No, like what? Like
what?
Like maybe like.
How much do you think she can shoulder press?
Could I shoulder press?
Could you shoulder press?
Do you
her?
think I could show? No. Could I shoulder press more than her? 75.
You got pinch nerve.
Yeah, exactly.
No one in here shoulder press. We can get that grapple match in.
Hold on. Do you really think she could take Kurt's punch? Like he punch her right in her face?
See, that's
don't paint me in that image, man.
No, I got to.
No.
I got to.
Dangerous bald head black man.
No.
Hitting white women.
You ever have someone across the street when you're walking down the street? Anyone ever cross the street on you?
Yo. No, I'm joking.
Yo, Kurt said some super shit to me the other day. He let me get this close. I'm like, I was like, bro, you fucked up right there. I would have cleaned you. I think anybody can get knocked out if you have your hands down and you let even a female, if she's got a little fucking weight behind her, she could probably knock you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't letting no girl knock me out.
Kayla Harrison, all right, you could knock her out. I guarantee you put your fucking hand down with that little ass peach fuzz on your chin. She would clean your shit. You'd wake up with no Timbs on, just like you did in Texas.
Why you bringing up old stuff? I hate when people bring up shit. You're like, that's in-house information.
Anyway, I'm picking Kayla Harrison.
Go ahead, you got it.
I'm picking Kayla Harrison.
You got it.
All right, Merab. Merab Davishvili versus Sean O'Malley. I actually said that pretty good.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick against Merab, bro. I know Sean had the labrum shit in his hip. He says he couldn't grapple. He says he couldn't do a lot of things. My man's not busting nuts anymore. He's not jerking off, not watching porn, not on social media. He's still having sex, but he's not. He said he's fucking locked in. With all that being said, I still don't think it's being.
Yeah, he's busting nuts, bro.
Serious question.
Stylistically, it's not. You can ask me after that.
Okay.
Stylistically, it's just not a favorable matchup for Sean. We were talking earlier. He was jab. He could try to keep him at range, but Merab's going to find a way to. You could jab him 57 times in the face. He's going to eat them, and he's going to grab you, and he's going to win the fight. And that's what, like Tim Welch, Sean O'Malley's coach said. He's not going to beat the shit out of you, but he's going to win the fight. He knows how to win.
I think he said that to
No. He was saying in an interview, like, you're not going to get, like, you don't have to worry about getting like knocked out by Merab, but you're going to get wrestle fucked. You're going to lose. Like that's how he fights. Like he doesn't fight to beat the shit out of you,
right?
But he fights to win minutes, win rounds, and then eventually win a fight.
Yeah.
What were you going to ask me?
About tests, does that really help in some sort of way? I don't want to say
what,
the statement again.
Not busting nuts?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No, it's like
he said he gonna keep busting them.
No. You hear guys talk about it, like being like
testosterone. Like doesn't that help? Like because that's why
what
boxers do it. I'm assuming MMA same ways. Like in camp, you kind of stay away from
you holding on to your juices.
That's probably like an old folktale.
I think it is, man. I think it is.
Do you think it is, or you know it is? It's like, no.
Anyway, I got another baby on the way. It's like,
but as you were saying, like I said,
Sean O'Malley's definitely taking this way more serious.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe he didn't take it as serious the first time, but I still just don't think it's going to be enough. Now, granted, could he sleep Merab?
Yes.
100%.
You said he had some success in the third?
I think
or
in
the
the fifth.
Right.
I think Sean O'Malley's going to eventually move up to 145. He's big. He's a big kid. They say he walks around pretty heavy, so eventually, I think if he loses this fight, he will move up. But I just can't. You can't pick against Merab and the streak he's been on. I know there are some people out there saying we always pick the favorites. Blah blah blah. It's hard not to pick the favorites. Like
they're the favorites for a reason. Yeah, for a reason.
I think we know for betting wise, like if you're trying to find value, you should find solid underdogs that could possibly win. That's
if I was looking at it from a betting point of view and I was trying to make some money, I'd be like, all right, maybe I'll bet Sean O'Malley by knockout because I guarantee you there's some value on that. But if I'm just picking who I think is really going to win, I think it's going to be Merab.
For the UFC, it would be great for Sean O'Malley to win. It would be.
The UFC is like I'm sure they want.
They need that.
Sean O'Malley to win.
They need that.
I was going to say,
what?
like I said, you spoke on like the jab, and he needs to remove some of the spinning attacks he was doing. But the mindset of when you come in against somebody who has a wrestling pedigree like that, we were talking about in the car. Like what? Like should you just accept? I'm going to get taken down at some point.
Yeah, you know you're going to get taken down. So with that being known, you got to be ready to just create some sort of chaos. Like you cannot settle. You can't get taken down and settle because that's when the grappler is going to be comfortable. You have to make them uncomfortable from the top. And that's what Sean O'Malley needs to do. Granby roll, scramble, elbow him. Like you can't, like you have to.
And it has to be instantly.
Yes.
It has to be instantly.
As soon as he hits the mat, he needs to be
instantly. That's
up.
Because it's still like motion at that point. When people let people like settle on top of them, it's because they think they're just going to reserve their energy and then explode.
You want to be defending the takedown while you're being taken down. Like hitting the mat, boom, back up. In the middle of the fucking, if you're in the air, turning your hips. So we'll see. Joe Pyfer, Kelvin Gastelum.
Oh my God. So go ahead. I told you I got short memory, man. Go
You're
ahead.
about to forget.
My man, go ahead.
I fought Kelvin Gastelum. So we're 1-0 against Kelvin. Joey and Kelvin were supposed to fight. We all know how that whole played out. Joey got sick. There was back and forth about him and Kelvin and everything about Mexico. None of that shit matters because now they're going to fight.
In the USA.
In the USA of Newark, New Jersey. The beautiful city.
Yes, the beautiful
Can't shit on Newark.
It's parking on Kenny Road.
If you look at this fight, man, there is absolutely no reason Joe Pyfer should lose this fight. Bigger, stronger, younger, more athletic. Joey has submissions. Joey has knockout power. But Kelvin's a tough fucker. And I do think Kelvin is better at 185 than he is at 170 because he can still probably eat all that Mexican food that he enjoys so much that causes him to miss weight at 170. I think Kelvin might make it a little bit hard in the beginning, but eventually Joey will get to him. I think Joey might be the first person to knock him out. Joey could submit him as well, just like I did. I think there's a lot of paths to victory, and where I think the only path for Kelvin is to catch Joey. If Joey is not present and not locked in for the entire time, if he gets lazy, that's the only way I could see Joey losing this fight.
Not happening.
Yeah, he gonna stand over him.
Not fine.
Poster time.
They got bald Joey in the Tapology pic with that hairline. It's crazy.
No, I got. Well, in this picture, I got the full hair. So this will be his first full hair victory.
No.
It's been on display.
It's been on display.
Oh yeah.
Damn, it's been a year since Joey fought.
I was looking at Jonathan's shit though.
Was
I
it
said,
a year
yo,
since
that
Joey
shit
fought?
is really nice, man.
Yeah.
Joey's last fight was Barrio, right? Damn, that shit was a year ago.
Dang.
God damn.
The power bar is back though, so.
Power bar is back. Good for the power bar. I was there for that.
Yeah.
All right, that's fucking UFC 316, man.
Yeah.
We got any housekeeping to do?
New hairlines coming from me and Kurt soon. Turkey trip.
If y'all want to sponsor it, I go. If you could somehow
Turkey
pull
trip.
some shit Joey did, I go.
My brother was like, "Yo, you trying to hook it up?" I was like,
Which one?
My brother Rye.
Rye
is bad.
I don't know if they can help people with our severe case. I mean, my case is super
Why
severe.
you grouping us together? I can
know.
grow my shit. My shit back here.
First off, I'm 10 years older than you. But I see where yours is going.
Yo, under the comments, try and guess Dev's age, yo. I promise you, y'all won't get it. Nobody.
He just aged himself.
Yeah, I did.
He just aged.
Nobody would ever think he's as young as he is, right?
We should do some sort
That's
of
crazy.
like we should do some sort of like giveaway if someone guesses.
You don't got
his age
Wikipedia,
correct.
do you? Hey, no.
I don't know.
All right, don't.
I
Damn.
mean,
You
people,
probably got LinkedIn or some shit.
Bro, a
You
lot
out
of
there.
people know who I
everyone
am
knows
anyway.
kind of you're 35. He just added 10 years.
Yeah.
They know the
Yeah.
injury. They can add.
Yeah.
Our fans are stupid.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. What else we got?
I just want to talk about the experience I had this morning getting pulled over with a white man and that's a celebrity. Right? It's not that bad, John. It was actually. It was enjoyable. It was quite pleasant.
It was quite pleasant.
when you text me and told me y'all got pulled over, what did I say?
Who's driving?
Oh, no. Hold on. What did I say? What did I say,
He
man?
said-
Immediately.
He said, "Tell him double up and use the white privilege of star power." I'm not going.
He pointed at my ears. He said, "You're that guy." I said, "Yes, I am, officer."
Look at me. I was like this the whole time.
You know how fast I dropped? I was like, "Yeah, I'm number
Was he
2 in
white?
the world." He was white.
He said,
He was cool. I
He
was
was
saying what it
cool
mattered.
as shit.
Yeah, he said, I saw you beat the shit out of that black nigga on TV the other day.
Yo, he did say some shit about Trump. He was like, "Yo, you're the dude
You
talking
tried
about
to claim
Trump."
it.
I did.
I was like,
I
"What's
was
he
like-
talking about?" He was like,
I didn't want to say no. I didn't want to say no, and then he'll give me a ticket. Yo, I was going 72 in a 35. I did not think we were going 72.
I told you. Didn't I say that? I said you were probably speeding. He was like, "No way." We was fucking moving. It didn't feel like
the
it.
Raptor
though.
R, bro.
It
That
is,
shit
man.
moves,
It-
bro.
it-
That
it's
shit.
very
That
nice.
shit just sails.
Very nice.
And it was pleasant, huh? He was
It
real
wasn't
fucking-
bad.
It
wasn't
was
bad.
pleasant.
Give him an autograph?
Moving, reaching for
Huh?
shit.
Give him an
fucking-
autograph?
Nah, it's fucking shoulda. I'm a speed. I'm a speed on the way back. Get pulled over again.
My man.
He's like Trump 2028. Yeah, we had a morning though, man, but we made it happen.
It was.
We always make
Very-
it happen.
Baby
We
gave you
try.
hell last night, or
Huh?
baby was up last night.
Veda was giving us hell. She's in a sleep regression right now. She had me up at 2, 4. She had me up like shit, yeah. And then wife had a sub in.
I don't miss it, bro.
It's rough.
You know, the craziest thing is when people have 2 kids, and I got 4. Don't get it twisted, but it's just like when you have 2, you be like, "What made you do it again? What made you say, you know what? Yeah, let's just fuck it." Yo, I'm talking
I'm gonna
about
do this shit again.
1 year. I got my tax, John. I paid $33 grand in child. I was gonna say child support. I ain't got child support.
I'm about to be
and
like,
child
damn.
care. And child care, like for the
That's someone's salary, bro.
crazy. Or I'm saying we. You know what I mean? My
Yeah.
wife as well. Because
Yeah.
the daycare and shoot, they go to like little Russian daycare. But bro, it's like what make you want to do it twice? People are crazy, man. And I got 4 of
Nah,
them.
in those moments you are like, yo, what the fuck? But bro, in the morning we go into her room.
Mhm.
We start lifting up. She has like room darkening shades. We lift up her shades. She's like, open her eyes. She sees me and Kristen. She starts to smile. I'm like, it's all worth it.
So, hold on. Your oldest is how old?
I hate when people ask me that stuff. I don't. Yeah, that she.
You don't even
she
know how
12.
old
No, he said,
kids
yeah,
are.
so you gotta, yeah, that's fucked up. No, because
I said 12. She like 11.
you got
She's
think
like
about it.
9.
Yeah,
you
she-
got
don't even know.
2.5, 3
10.
years before she don't fuck with you.
Well, it's happening now because like she getting like super cool. Like
Yo,
She-
it's the worst feeling.
I can't imagine.
It's the worst
Yo,
feeling.
after I had
who's the
Veda,
oldest? You the oldest? No, you're not.
no,
the
I'm the
oldest.
middle.
Oh, Jimmy.
It's Jimmy, Ryan, me, Brad. Bro, after having Veda and I was looking at her and like sometimes like your parents be calling you, bugging you, and you're like, I'm like, yo, I could never imagine me calling Veda and her like not wanting to answer because I'm annoyed.
Yeah, call
And
you
then
back.
so anytime it made like me like whenever my mom called, just appreciate those calls
Yeah.
even more.
And-
Because I could not imagine my baby who I love so much like not wanting to talk to me.
Now imagine when you're the coolest dad ever because there's like, that's Sean Brady, UFC
Yeah.
champion. He owe me all of this stuff, right?
And she don't give a fuck.
Listen. So like even my son, his friends, they think it's cool as shit. Like he's so used to certain stuff, like certain people coming around and all that type of stuff. But for him, he don't give a fuck.
You're his
He gonna
dad.
get
You're
the
like,
fuck out of my
dusty ass
face.
dad.
Well, let me tell you what my kids did to me, and you're aware of this, but let me just, because I don't ever told you. obviously, I'm a truck driver. I work in food service, so I'm always switching jobs. My jobs, like when I worked for Dunkin', that's just what I said. I worked for Dunkin'. So my kids went to school and said, my dad worked for Dunkin' Donuts, right? Now, granted, it's 4 of them up in that joint, and my wife white, and I'm brother, right? So I know that teacher be looking at my wife come get these kids like, that poor soul. That poor.
He said, "I'm a brother." Like no one can see your.
Listen,
Shout out to everybody from Dunkin', man.
No, I'm not knocking it. I know they probably God, man, like
everything you said. I work at Mickey D's.
Yeah, they be telling them I work at Dunkin' or where I work now. And I won't say it, but you know what I mean. They always say the name in which the stores I deliver.
You're a truck driver.
I'm a truck driver. That's what I'm trying to tell them.
But you did that to yourself though. Tell your kids you're a truck driver. Stop saying you work for fucking.
Yeah.
For fucking Safeway.
This is true. Yo, I think it was 170,000 people signed a petition to remove Strip John Jones of the title.
And he don't give a fuck. He's out here in Thailand riding on the back of dude's moped.
He gives a fuck.
You think? No, he doesn't.
He do.
I don't think he cares if he gets stripped.
No, okay. I think he cares I think John super cares about what people think, but he's not going to let you see it or whatever like that. I never would have voted for something like that, and I didn't. I want to make sure. I want to be clear. I didn't. Yo, hold on, wait. I just want to be clear. But I understand it at this point, bro. It feels like he ball hogging, not letting nobody play.
If they're not fighting in MSG, he needs to get stripped. And you gotta let Tom move on
because he's making it like
Thomas has came out and said like yo like he's having like struggles over this, like mentally struggling because bro, he's just holding him hostage.
He's holding everybody hostage.
And you just said you think John Jones cares about what people think about him. No. My man was on the back of a moped in Thailand. Right, he don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about him. He was in the pool getting thrown around by a bunch of little Thai guys and shit or Russians. He don't give a fuck.
He trying to annoy that. He trying to annoy that man.
No, for sure.
That's what he's doing. He's a troll.
And I love John Jones.
John
Jones, he does not need it. And that's the thing, brother.
Bingo.
Fucking go. He said he was like, yo, if I lose, it would be like the most devastating thing ever.
That's why I said he cares.
I don't. Yeah, he cares about his MMA record and he cares about losing.
I believe,
and he knows he fucking might lose
DC
this fight.
Said, not just lose, you could really get knocked the fuck out.
And he's probably never been knocked the fuck out. And he's like, yo, I don't want to be like that. So in his mind, he's like, yeah, coming back might sound good. He was like, but I also don't want to let this fucking big ass gorilla lay me the fuck out. Because there's heavyweights. And then there's real heavyweights. Tom Aspinall is a real heavyweight. John Jones is a blown up light heavyweight.
Yeah. You ever got knocked out? Like just street nothing?
Nope.
Bro, one time this boy beat my ass. He ain't beat like we was kids. It was
how old?
He was like 13. I had to be like 10, 11,
sure.
right?
Okay.
I'm talking about, but he ain't knocked me out. He just started teeing off on me. Like it was some shit with my brother. Yeah. I said something stupid that he started teeing off on me. I hit the burners, right? I'm running across this field where Feld's at, where the old JFK hospital used to be. I'm running across this field trying to get to Singer Street where I know people. I look around, this man jumped on a fucking bike.
Caught you?
No!
He was pedaling next to you.
The adrenaline I had running through me, nobody was catching me that day. Yo, I'm talking about full stride. But when I look back and saw him, like, why you want to beat me up that bad?
He looked like a slave catcher.
He pulled out a net gun.
It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yo, why'd you want to beat me up that bad that you grabbed a piece of equipment? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that.
He jumped on his homie's pegs.
Bro, that's pure dedication.
That is crazy.
He's
right?
a killer now.
I'll never forget that shit.
He
was kind of big, but I'll be
he's in jail.
He's in jail.
I wanted to. I had a question for you. Just curious.
He's in jail.
When was the last time you was like submitted?
Let's not talk about that, man. No. I really don't.
Oh, you'll talk?
Nah. Let's say nah. I really don't.
Like years ago. Like, do you remember the last time? Like
my coach, Danny and Nick, bro.
Oh, them dudes always. Okay, it was a question I saw. Like, damn. Like, what was it? Like, what was it like? Brown belt. Like, I remember the last time I was like actually submitted.
Nah, them boys are good. They be getting on the legs.
They be getting on toes.
They be getting on my toes. Nah. Nah, I don't know.
You don't know?
Outside of them.
Long time ago?
Outside of those two.
Webb and them used to submit you?
Jonathan, it sucks that fucking episode.
I know.
I used to like the way I look at GSP, like Jonathan was like held in that regard when I was coming up because he was so dedicated, so good. came from a jiu-jitsu background. Like that's like my style. Jonathan was the fucking man. And he still is the fucking man.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of how like I modeled some of my game too. And we had the same coach, so we kind of had like the same game. But yeah, Jonathan was the man.
At some point, you were like John's body. You were kind of like John was putting a smash on you something.
Yeah,
like back
100.
Oh yeah. All right, got you.
100%.
Now,
I kind of meant like that. Like when was the last time you was like in those days where like I actually was like.
Now, in the event that you had an off day in training and somebody did get that jump on you, do you start looking at them like you want to get the same kind of get back that you want to get
like
from Abu Dhabi? Like, does it start being
100%.
I'm gonna kill this man tomorrow. But you're not being a
we're going
next.
we're going another round.
I submitted.
If someone ever says to you, we're going another round, you're like, I'm gonna get
submitted somebody that I was never supposed to submit, right?
Yeah.
I actually, people know me as Mr. Choke Your Mom, I'll Choke Your Pop Out. I put a clip up, right? That's my name on a podcast, right? And that person put a comment that said, "Too bad you'll never be Choke," and themselves, they named themselves out. And I had to accept that because I know I can never beat them.
Yeah.
And the next time we went,
got his ass.
I got his ass.
What you get him?
Right.
What you get him?
Rear naked.
Yeah.
Rear naked. Yeah, I got him. After that, like when it happened, he got up, stormed off the mat.
Yeah.
Went in the bathroom for a while. You know what I mean? He was bleeding because it was like a
real
face crank that went down to it, right?
Yeah.
Next
keep
time,
it a buck. The way you just held that nut ass rear choke.
But it was crazy. No,
In the name of Jesus.
Listen, it was a face crank. I said it was a face crank. That's what I said because it was over the teeth.
All right.
So the face crank down, right?
Yeah.
He fucked me around, not even up. Listen, I could tell. I said, "Whoa, brother!"
What did I do to you?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I knew what. No, I knew. what I did.
But it's like, damn, dog.
But the thing is, it was weeks later. It was like we didn't roll for a while.
He was looking at you like across the room,
and man,
he got your ass.
Yeah, it was worse than ever.
If asking both of you, I guess, if you thought, what's like that? What do you think, like for like a average person? What's like how high up should you get in like a certain type of, even if it's jiu-jitsu, like
at least a purple belt? I think you should become at least a purple belt
as an average man
to be confident in yourself. Yes, at least a purple belt.
Did you say that because I'm a blue belt, or you just
no?
Did you say it because we both blue belts? Like, no, I'm joking.
You should be at least a purple belt.
You think you'll be able to defend yourself, take care of your family?
No, but fighting and jiu-jitsu are two different things.
Yeah.
You know, like someone could just punch you right in your shit, but you're gonna have a better chance than if you didn't know jiu-jitsu. You know,
do that and maybe a boxing or a kickboxing
bro.
class,
Yeah,
right?
100%. Every man should be able to defend their family. Imagine like.
Especially if you live in New Jersey with no gun laws. Go ahead.
Bro,
Go ahead.
imagine like,
Go ahead.
just imagine being with your family and you know like, damn, some shit went down. I'll just get fucking, like not even saying like you have to be like the world's toughest man or strong, like whatever. But imagine just knowing like you're so soft that like you will just get folded up.
But people don't know that they are.
But makes it even worse. Because then when confrontation does happen, and they're like the average man, bro, is so weak and so like pathetic, like, and especially no, I'm serious, bro. I'm
not average, motherfucker. You talking to me? Go ahead.
Yeah, you are average. I thought Dad was gonna say he was the one choking you out, but no, like not saying like everyone should train 100%. Everyone should train.
I go against that. I like having
the upper hand on everybody.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Out here
no, because also, I think if it spreads and it starts, let's say it became a part of like curriculum in school or something like that. Now you got the crazy, the scrape bulls, everybody learning it. We don't need the evil people knowing it.
That's true. My way my dad be talking super jailhouse. He was talking about China one time. He was like, yeah, you go to war with China. He was like, once all the bullets and all the smoke clear and shit like that, he said, all that kung fu shit they got, he said, it's 1 billion of the motherfuckers. He said, that's what they fall back on, and they all know it. I was like, this is the most, if my dad was able to do the narrator of like history channels, everybody would fuck with it. Yeah. Like he'd be funny as shit and shit.
Oh, man.
We gotta wrap it up, man.
That's it, man.
Time for steady picks, man. It's gonna be a good week for Joe Pfeiffer and the team. We're gonna get it done. Sorry about last week.
I have Steady Picks Premium, and it is cooking. They absolutely cooked the playoffs basketball-wise, and we got the finals coming up, so
sign up.
Sign up for Steady Picks Premium. This episode was brought to you by Alliance in Health. It's our boy. He has a medical transportation service that you'll see him at, like, certain venues. You'll see him at whether it's like local MMA promotions, whether it's block parties, or just a medical transportation service. They do like stuff for like dialysis, everything. They got bariatric chairs. Look out for Alliance in Health. They are on the rise. They are a medical transportation service that is up and coming. It is our boy Reggie. We appreciate you. We thank you for sponsoring the show. Integrity and care. That's what they go by. Integrity and care. I remember I was on my bike the other day. I seen them taking care of some older women. I guess they were probably taking her to an appointment or something like that. And it just was like Reggie really doing it. So looking forward to that.
Maybe they should transport the fucking memory card.
Yeah, fucking bitch ass Kurt.